2 days, I've been working with facade sound insulation calculations. I've been finding out what sound class we should use on the windows that are facing a trafficked road, for instance, in a couple of building projects. Now, this is a very typical example of a task that is going to be replaced by machines in the near future, because this one it's easily automatable. You could use we have like 3D models of the building, and using some plugins you could find out with an algorithm just what kind of windows goes where, instead of using a lot of manual labor like we're doing now when we're calculating the acoustic classes. And it's also a bit frustrating to sit there and just hammer away at the keyboard and doing these calculations, because it's like manual labor. It feels rather pointless. Or is it? See, I feel a bit divided here, because I see here a task that we could easily automate and make 100 times more efficient. But on the other hand, when you're going through a building, story by story, room by room, and calculating the sound reduction indices needed for each and every window and each and every door around the whole building, and you go all the way up, you develop a gut feeling for what it should be. And if we automate this process, I think there might be a real risk that this gut feeling development might get lost. I suppose that I am the last generation of acousticians that are going to do these kinds of calculations by hand. I'm pretty sure that the next generation, they will use like a BIM model with a plugin that will do all this work for them, which is great. I mean, there's a lot of time that are, well, maybe wasted is the wrong word, but I mean, we could do it so much more effectively with better tools. But on the other hand, if nobody does it the hard way, how are we going to get this gut feeling for how to solve the specific problem? I think we're going to see this challenge in many places in society today. I mean, just imagine in a factory somewhere, there's this machine that has been running for 40 years, and there's this operator who has been operating this machine for the same amount of time. And this guy can probably just listen to the machine. Oh, there's a little deviation in the sound. That means that we have to go and change this little component. And everything works. And it works for 5 additional years. And then we automate this task. But when this guy is retired, how are we going to find out which component is broken? I read a great book on this topic called The Technology Trap, which I can recommend. I don't remember the author now, but it's a great read. I mean, if you look at it like you have the master and you have the apprentice, and you will see this everywhere in business. If the master becomes automated, who's gonna help the apprentice to become the new master? I'm not so sure that R2-D2 can fulfill that purpose. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's definitely worth thinking about. Have a nice day. See ya.